This is my viral no bake, no gelatin Biscoff cheesecake recipe with a surprise layer of Biscoff in the middle. It's so easy to make, I was able to make it with a broken knee. First, you want to crush your Biscoff cookies with a rolling pin or use a food processor. The finer the crumbs, the better the crust will hold together. Add in a pinch of salt and your melted, cooled butter. If you take a handful of the crumbs and squeeze and it holds its shape, you know the crust will hold its shape. If it doesn't, just add a little bit more butter. Don't add too much. Dump the crumbs into an 8 or 9 inch spring firm round pan. Spread it out all the way to the edges and pack it down tightly with the bottom of a glass. Set the crust aside while you work on the filling. It's very important that you use full fat brick style cream cheese like Philadelphia original cream cheese. They have the least amount of moisture and the most amount of fat to help your cheesecake have the most beautiful, creamy, and sliceable texture. Once you beat the cream cheese and powdered sugar together until super creamy, add in your Biscoff cookie butter. If you're still watching this and wondering, well, what the heck is Biscoff butter? It's like crushed up cookies with the texture of peanut butter, but it tastes like Biscoff cookies, so caramelized with a little bit of cinnamon. I could literally eat it by the spoon. What do you think of Biscoff butter? Add in your vanilla extract and beat until nice and creamy again. Next, we want to add even more air into the filling. So we're doing that by folding in whipped cream, which is just cold cream whipped with a whisk until stiff peaks. I whipped the cream at the beginning and popped it in the fridge until it was ready, but you can take a break and whip it up right now. Fold it very, very gently so it doesn't deflate. You don't want a soupy cheesecake. You're basically done now. See? So easy. All you have to do is whip out that pre-made crust and pop half of that filling into the crust. Smooth it out because now we're adding the surprise layer. If you accidentally eat about half of the filling at this point, I do not blame you. I'm with you. You want to smooth it out pretty well so that the surprise layer is visible. Bring back those Biscoff cookies, snap them into chunky pieces, and sprinkle them all over the top. You can really add as much or as little as you want. I didn't want to add too much because I wasn't making a second crust. Warm up your Biscoff cookie butter. You can do that by popping the jar into some hot water or using the microwave and drizzle that on top. This is Biscoff heaven. Add the rest of the filling right on top and you know the drill, spread it out and smooth it out. You have to let this cheesecake set in the fridge overnight or for 8 hours for it to set fully so you can slice into it. You can make it 1 or even 2 days ahead of serving. Slide a knife around the edge to help it release and lift the ring off. You can stop right there, slice and serve, but I decided that this needs a Biscoff drip. Once again, melt your Biscoff cookie butter in a hot water bath or in the microwave and pour it on top of your cake. Make sure it's not hot, you want it close to room temperature so it doesn't melt the top of the cheesecake. Using a spoon or spatula, push the cookie butter off the edges so that it drips down just a little bit. As it cools, the cookie butter won't look as shiny, but it still will look really good. Crumble some more Biscoff cookies on top to give it a border, and serve this cheesecake while it's cold. Let me know in the comments what you think of this recipe and follow for more recipes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Happy baking!